Welcome back to the 2015 NorCal Pokemon Video Game Regional Championship here in San Jose. Again, this is Dwee Ha, also known as Dwee Online, joining me on the mic. I don't think I really even need to introduce you. Alex Agloza, also known as Evan Falco.
Also known as Major Scrub.
Also known as National Champion. One-time National Champion. We got a very exciting matchup for you right now. Two California-based players. You saw Kimo, TFC, on stream a couple rounds ago. He's going to be facing off against the Randall B. Ashclops, who used to be a very, very active player in the community, but dropped out last year. Didn't participate as much as he had hoped, really, but now he's back. Both of them are 5-1, and we are ready to go here.
So far, looking at quite a good record for these two, 5-1. At this point in the tournament, even with a loss, you've probably got some pretty good opponents' resistances, barring any round 1 level 37 Hariyama encounters, but they should both be feeling pretty good about how they're doing so far. I hear this might be quite exciting about some of these niche picks. One of these guys is playing, is that right?
Right. Ashclops is very well known to run very obscure sets, and I hope he does not disappoint right now today. Again, this tournament, some details about this tournament that we are currently at. There are 206 Masters total. There's going to be CP for the top 32, I believe. 30 CP goes to 32nd place. 16 CP goes to, 40 CP and 9 booster packs goes to 16th place, or top 16. Top 8 will get 60 CP, a hat, and half a box.
That hat.
Top 4 is going to get 80 championship points, a hat, and a box. Second place going to get the 100 championship points, the big championship points, a hat, and 2 boxes, while the winner is going to take home 120 championship points along with a 3DS XL, a hat, and 2 boxes as well. So a lot of prizes are on the line right now, but the important thing really is the championship points for any player here that wants to qualify for the World Championships.
Now, for regionals as a whole, the championship point total, gifting, the give out, it's been a little nerfed. They dropped down the importance of regionals just a little bit with the introduction of the Premier Challenges. However, every championship point is really going to count. It's a best of 3 finish for regionals, so you really want strong finishes, especially early in the season, so that way you can focus on your team later. You can really buckle down for nationals, and you can pick up the points you need to take one of those coveted spots going into the World Championships. It's just a shame we don't know what the requirement is going to be for this year. Right, and both players right now, the round is about to get started. Both players right now getting ready to go underway. The capture on the DS is currently not there. Not sure if there's any technical problems, but again, last time I complained, it was just lagging. And it was absolutely fine.
It was absolutely fine, so really. Kimo, I don't know much about his team. Do you know anything about his team at all?
I don't even know him.
You don't even know? Well, that might put a damper on
like
whether
that.
you know
No,
whether
he
you know his
sounds like
team.
a great guy.
Good team presence?
Oh, clearly.
Let me, what's going on over there with the DS?
Do you want me to go talk to Hui?
Want to go there and check to see what's going on over there?
Yeah. These guys while I'm gone.
So yeah, Alex Agloza and I, we both finished 3-2. We dropped after we got our second loss. We decided to come here and provide commentary for the lovely audience that is tuning in today on this fine Sunday. Congratulations to Mancuso, who I hear is the not the Indianapolis, but the Indiana champion. So congrats to him as we are ready to go. The capture feed is here. Good job to Alex Agloza for fixing that problem. Again, I guess me and Alex should apologize to any of the players who relied on our tiebreaker after we dropped.
I feel so bad.
But the show must go on. We wanted to entertain you guys a little bit. Two college friends.
Dwayne, you've been around for a while. Why don't you explain what happens to your opponent's resistance when one of your opponents drops?
That's a good question that I don't feel comfortable answering. I believe it just stays stagnant at 3-2, doesn't it? If you drop, yeah.
Do you take that loss of the next round, or you just stuck where you're at? So I dropped at 3-2.
I dropped at 3-2 as well.
So I mean that's not that bad of an opponent's win, opponent's win percentage. That actually might help our opponents because I'm terrible. I was probably going to lose the rest of my matches.
Right, and I believe the round's getting started. I don't think it's frozen, so don't worry about it being frozen.
We are looking at Randall's team right now, I assume? Or is this Kimo's team?
That is going to be... Oh, that's Kimo's team. This is Kimo's team because we're on his feed.
So Kimo's looking like double mega here. He's got the Charizard, he's got the Mawile, Mo Rotom. I'm really liking that.
A little bit of a throwback to Jody's second place team, I believe.
Maybe Jody was a throwback to Kimo's original who knows what.
I believe the original Mo Rotom was T-Dom back in 2010. Lantern Cut Rotom.
What was Jody's mega?
Charizard and
so are we
Lucario.
looking at Charizard? That could be that Ice Punch Scarf. Tyranitar, he also had the Habin Salamence. What do you think this could be a rip of Jody's team?
I wouldn't say a rip, more like Jody inspired Kimo's team.
Maybe Jody ripped it from Kimo. Sableye looking really, really good. I really like Sableye actually. He really stops Kangaskhan pretty well. Had a great showing at Nationals with John who ran Double Ghost. Got access to Will-O-Wisp. Taunt, which is something really valuable, Meowstic doesn't get. So
especially with how popular Aaron, Cybertron, Zang's Trick Room teams is right now, Sableye going to be able to bypass the fake-out setup that they possibly want and prevent Gothitelle from setting up Trick Room. So good calls right here by Kimo. I mean, I really like to see him. I mean, Charizard, Mawile, those are great things, right?
Oh,
as we go to team preview, Randall
I'm going to give you
top.
the honors of this because you're never going to say this on air.
Randall on top, Ashclops with. You are not believing this. They are both 5-1. We got Delivered. Sorry, I believe it's Delivered. Houndoom. Is that a Seadra? That is a Seadra.
I think that's a Seadra.
With a Morotom and a Diggersby and a Meowstic. So, interesting team selection right here from Randall. And we go to Kimo. He has much more standard Pokemon. Charizard, Sableye, Tyranitar, Salamence, Morotom, and Mawile. But what do you think about Randall's team? What does that do?
Can we just talk about basically everything on this dude's team right now? We have a Seadra. I mean, not even Kingdra. Is that, what, you think Eviolite? Is that even possible? Is that even a thing?
Well, you think perhaps the Eviolite on that Seadra prevents it from getting knocked out by possibly a Draco Meteor from some Dragon types? Or
this
Dragon
reminds
Claw?
me a lot of someone's Tangela back in the day.
I do remember Tangela being so popular. Well, to me, at least.
Yeah, you got Delibird, whose BST is garbage. I mean, this thing's got a... what kind of a role do you think it could be playing? I'm sure it's not going to present.
Well, I mean, the Dragon popularity is so big right now, and Delibird gets Hustle, Ice Shard.
Hustle, Ice Shard.
Hustle, Ice Shard, that's pretty good. And I believe it's pretty fast, too, and it actually has Insomnia. Or not Insomnia, but some sort of variant of it.
You would think
Vital
it would
Spirit.
be like a Weavile then, don't you think?
So, I mean, really, both their abilities are really good.
So, and we're not even talking about his Mega, which is probably that. Oh my gosh. Look at this, that a Houndoom. Randall starting with Houndoom, Meowstic, two Kimos, Sableye, and Tyranitar.
And the Houndoom in the sand, I am a bit confused right now.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a sunny day coming up from Meowstic because the solar power that Mega Houndoom gets. Prankster Sunny Day would get rid of this sand. It would allow Houndoom to Solar Beam straight into that Tyranitar. That might actually be a serious threat. However, Sableye can be known to carry Fake Out. That might put a damper in that strategy. Houndoom might get stuck trying to load a Solar Beam for a whole turn. That wouldn't be great.
And wow, Mega Houndoom is here. Houndoom is here. There it is, the Mega Houndoom. Would be interesting to see if Randall decided to double protect this turn, kind of circumvent the fake out from Meowstic, or from Sableye, sorry, as Houndoom does go for the protect this turn. Smart move right there. I don't mind that protect right there. Not going to take any damage and not going to try to lock itself into a possible Solar Beam turn where he just sits there and charges, but Tyranitar protecting as well. As Meowstic going to go for the Swagger onto the Sableye. No fake out from Sableye this turn, as the attack is going to sharply rise and Sableye's getting confused. Swagger really gives you so many options, as we actually have an audience building around right now watching this Houndoom team go, as Sableye does hit itself in confusion, does a good amount of damage back to itself, as the Sandstorm gonna hit back and chip away at everything but Tyranitar on the field. So there, you see it, that's a Mega Houndoom. I mean, a lot of people look past these Megas, and Randall has just decided to bring it out. You know, he has so many cool Pokemon. I want to know all of its techs. I kind of want to play him right after this.
Oh, God. I wouldn't have been surprised if that Sableye was going for a taunt there. It's one of the reasons you use Sableye over something such as Meowstic. there's the sunny day we're talking about. If that taunt had gone off, that would have really put a damper on this strategy. So that swagger hitting is quite helped him quite a bit. It really put Randall in a good position here.
Right, and there you see the taunt from Sableye coming out of Meowstic, but a little too late as the Houndoom gonna go for the overheat, gonna target down that Sableye, gonna knock it out. Okay, I don't mind that. You know, get rid of Sableye, get rid of the support. Gonna be interested to see how bulky this Houndoom can be. Tyranitar, of course, having a pretty favorable matchup with that rock typing. There it is, the rock side gonna land, gonna hit both Pokemon. Houndoom, let's see exactly how bulky it is, and Houndoom, it hangs on!
That's a mega
Pokemon!
Pokemon?
The solar power, the
That's
solar
a
power.
Pokemon?
The solar power actually brings it down to the red, and I mean, right now, if Tyranitar protects itself this turn, Houndoom is gonna be fine. So I would not be surprised to see a switch from Houndoom right now. Houndoom just took that like a champ, as Salaman's gonna come in, fire off Intimidates. Both those Pokemon on Randall's side not caring too much about that Intimidate, though.
Houndoom's at -2. I mean, Meowstic's taunted. Randall's kind of up against a wall right now. I don't know, is he gonna elect to stay in and try to attack and go down to that? Is he gonna go down to that solar? He will go down to that solar power, right?
Right, he definitely will after this turn. Solar power gonna boost Houndoom's special attack, but at the same time gonna cost himself some HP at the end of the turn.
I don't do a lot of damage counts on Mega Houndoom, but I don't think a -2 solar beam is gonna take out a Tyranitar. Do you? Maybe it will.
I don't know anymore.
I don't think it will. Actually, I don't know.
As Diggersby gonna make an appearance, so another obscure Pokemon, although it has won or done well in tournaments previously, as the Dragon Meteor from Salaman's going to fire off, going to hit onto that Meowstic, going to do a good amount of damage, most likely get the knockout. As it doesn't, Meowstic hanging on, and that is going to be another turn of Meowstic possibly doing some sort of shenanigans, really. Citrus Berry activating, going to bring it back to the yellow, as Meowstic going to fire off a Psychic, hit that Salaman's for at least some damage.
Now, you see the Diggersby come in to try to field the Rock Slide that's incoming from Tyranitar, or what he expected to be a Rock Slide. Kimo, realizing he's in quite a good position, elects to go for a Dragon Dance instead, expecting the Houndoom to go out. He knew this is probably a free turn for Tyranitar. It's not really threatened by anything here on the field. Might as well go up +1/+1, and I mean, Randall's staring down a little, quite a scary situation depending on the item this Diggersby is running and the power it's got to take out this +1/+1 Tyranitar.
I don't know exactly what, if this +1 Tyranitar can knock out this Diggersby. It's going to be really close, though, as Diggersby going to go before the Tyranitar, fire off an Earthquake.
Into his own Meowstic?
Going to target down, and Tyranitar barely hangs on as Meowstic gets knocked out, and that's going to be unfortunate because right now Diggersby is going to be able to dig or take a lot of damage as the weakness pulse from Tyranitar activates. So huge for Kimo as Tyranitar going to go for the crunch. That's going to be a clear knockout on that Diggersby. Massive amounts of damage and picks up the knockout cleanly. And Salaman's going to be stuck in here still. Going to fire for Dragon Meteor into nothing. So Randall now down to his last two. We don't know what it is. If it is Delibird, that actually might be very good for him. As Houndoom going to come in right now. And
it is Delibird.
Delibird.
Delivered.
Like delivered.
Really? Wow,
I think that's how you pronounce it.
I mean, look, that was, I mean, Delibird is threatening the Salamence, which is at -2 right now. However, you gotta understand, Houndoom's gonna take the solar power. I mean, he's gonna take the damage from the sunny day, and Tyranitar can easily protect here. It can outspeed and rock slide. I mean, I don't know, would Ice Shard, well, maybe he's gonna Ice Shard into Tyranitar to try to keep it from attacking. Randall's running out of time. That's basically the main thing here.
And Delibird going for the fake out right there. Houndoom gonna go for the Dark Pulse. Gonna target down the Salamence. As Tyranitar's gonna be open. Ooh, that is unfortunate. I believe Tyranitar's just gonna Rock Slide this turn. Randall kind of reading into it. Possible Tyranitar protect as a Rock Slide is gonna be able to connect with Delibird and the Houndoom. Most likely gonna be a knockout on both. Delibird hangs on with the Focus Sash. Critical hit on the Houndoom. Didn't matter too much. Would have liked to see Houndoom target down that Tyranitar, but still such an exciting battle to see Diggersby, Delibird, Houndoom out here. Just so fun. As Kimo's going to send in his last Pokemon right now, which is going to be Charizard. Interesting to see that he did not bring Charizard earlier in the battle to possibly, bring out that solar power from Houndoom.
He didn't want to power up the solar power Houndoom.
Made Ashclops have to do something to get up that solar power, but still, what a battle we've seen. As Tyranitar going to go for the crunch onto the Delibird, possibly not carrying an Ice Shard, but, oh, so close for Randall. Such an exciting team to watch.
The extent of that Delibird, really, all we got to see was that fake out. I really wish we'd seen something come out. I assume he would have used Ice Shard there to take out the Tyranitar just for fun. At least at the end there. I don't even think he's running it. What do you think?
I don't know what he could possibly be carrying, but you know, as the audience disperses right now, it's really great to see everybody. I just want to interview Randy. Just get Randy over here. Someone get Randy over here. I want to interview Randy. Do you want to interview Randy?
You interview Randy.
You interview Randy? All right, why not? We are currently trying to get Randy out here because I want to know more about this team that he has. Such excitement, much wow. Is that how Doge goes? It was an honor watching that. Right now, I'm joined right now by Ashclops. Just get a bit close to the mic. We're going to have to snuggle up here. So, tell me about your team.
So, I just wanted to have a little bit of fun this regional. I watched some 2010 VGC footage and saw